and sometimes it's hard. So you are asking me why I don't put Lacey to play when I have other guys that are international.
Ruben, I'm not bringing Cobby up again, but when you look at the senior squad, I think there are only 4 players who've not started Premier League game this season. One's Tom Heaton, third choice goalkeeper Taro Malacia. The club were open selling him, and Lissandro's just come back from injury. I mean, for Cobby, can you see how it must be quite deflating and demoralising for him that he's not getting his chances?
I see it, and I just want to win. I try to put the players. I don't look who it is. I don't care about that. I just trying to put the best players on the pitch. You have Ugarte that played 2 games. One of them, Casa, was out. Bruno is always fit. He's the guy that is doing his position, so maybe it has to do with that.
Do you think AFCON could be the opportunity for Cobby where
I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's the same question. I don't know what is going to happen. It depends. I see in the training. I see is the best thing for the team. I will put it. That is the only way I know how to respond to that.
Hi Ruben. Obviously Wolves provided some low moments at Molineux last season. That felt like one of the darker moments. How important is it not to take the fact that they've not won a game this season for granted because you just played 18th?
Everything can happen, and that will change. There is no team in the Premier League history that didn't won one game, so it can be any game. So we need to try to improve, to rest the players, work really well, and prepare a tough match, because with us it's always a tough match.
Do you understand why we ask about Cobby? Because he's homegrown, because he's an England international.
Of course I understand, and my job is to answer, but I'm trying to answer always the same thing, and you ask me always the same thing. I understand what you are saying. You love Cobby. He starts for England, but that doesn't mean that I need to put Cobby when I feel that I shouldn't put Cobby. So it's my decision.
For all you say about the academy, that you don't actually trust the academy.
Why?
Because you never pick any players from it.
Any players we have Cobby Mino.
Well, Lacey.
But Lacey in difficult situations. And Lacey sometimes when Brian is not there, I put Ahmad because I have other wing backs to play, and sometimes it's hard. So you are asking me why I don't put Lacey to play when I have other guys that are international and also they are in the bench. So I try to put the best guys, the prepared guys for this moment of the club, and try to win a game. That's the only thing, guys.
When the team has the opportunity this season to step on and push up the league, to move into the top 4, top 5 areas, there seems to always be a setback like tonight. Do you think there's an issue with their belief, that coping with the pressure of the moment in these games?
I don't know. I think it's a clear fact, but I think it's not a mental thing. I think they are not thinking we are going to top 5. No. I think it's some moments we play good, sometimes we play bad, and we are not getting the results.
Do you think Diogo and Matthias will be okay for the next game?
Who?
Diogo Dalot and Matthias de Ligt, will they be okay for Wolves?
I think so. Yeah. We'll see.
Hi. Ruben, you've used, say, the word anxious when you described Patrick Dorgu last week. Diogo Dalot used the same word after today. How do you go about solving the team maybe feeling anxious when they have a 1-0 lead, and what can you work on?
I said that Diogo is anxious today.
No, last week you said Patrick Dorgu sometimes when he's on the ball, so it's obviously similar word. Diogo used the word the team felt anxious when they were 1-0 up today. How do you help the team get through that feeling of feeling anxious?
I didn't feel the team anxious. I feel the environment a little bit anxious because it's normal, because we prove in the past and people understand that nothing is certain here, but we didn't draw because of that. We draw because in 1 second ball we have advantage. We let a corner, in the corner anything can happen.
Mr. Amorim, last season you made mention of the squad's physicality and how it was different in Europe compared to the Premier League. Today you've mentioned a lot about second balls. Do you think your team has that necessary, the characteristics you talk about?
We can win second ball. We were winning second balls, and after the goal we lost a little bit the second ball, especially with Mateus. It's moments of the game, and That's why I try to put Manu and Mason Mount. They are aggressive, trying to win the second ball, and that can happen in moments of the game, not all the time.
So is that to be clear, do you believe that's a fatigue problem or concentration?
Not I don't know. Maybe it's more tactical than physical. Is to be prepared for fighting for the second ball. Maybe because we score a goal, we are a little bit more relaxed. I had the feeling that we had the game under control because the opponent is not even near our box. I don't know. I have to check.
Please forgive me for this question.
Of course.
You did press conference. You said I don't know multiple times, but also you do know the things that you want to do to improve them and fix them.
I said don't know today. Maybe
Across this press conference, you said I don't know in response to
this one more.
This one today.
Yeah, but when?
Yes. And I'm essentially asking when the
But
things.
when I say don't know, which question?
Let's move on.
Yep.
Rob,
Just on AFCON, do you know now when you're going to have players available and
No, we are dealing with everything. They are going to play the next game, and that is the only thing I care.
last question for Pete.
Hi Ruben. Didn't score against Everton here. A right back scoring tonight. Do you the front three struggled again tonight? Do you feel that you have enough firepower to see your project through, or is that something you might consider looking at in the January window?
No, we need to wait until January. We need to see what we are able to do. So I don't know. I really don't care about that in this moment. I just want to prepare the game with the players that we have, and we have to be better in the next game.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Always wanted to do this walkout with the goalkeeper at Old Trafford. I have said that your position is the most difficult in English football, but you seem to have settled in really well. How are you finding it?
Yeah, to be honest, it's been really good. I think I've done what I had to do. Just like give the team confidence and be there as a leader behind. I haven't done too many crazy things, I think, but that's also being a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Not being too high or too low, just always being there that the team can count on you. That's important, yeah.
Are you quite composed off the pitch? Because you seem quite calm on it when you're playing.
Yeah, I think that's one of the qualities I have as well off the pitch, yeah, that I try to bring on the pitch as well. But when the time needs to be, sometimes you have to be also like harsh and be a leader. And I think that's also the thing when to not and when to do it is also important, yeah.
What's the big difference that you've seen so far in the Premier League versus obviously where you played before?
A lot of things, to be honest. I think the clear thing is the quality of everything. Everything is bigger, everyone's faster, everyone's stronger. But I think the most important and difficult one for me, especially as a goalkeeper, is the set pieces. I think that's unique to England.
In what way?
Just physicality, that they try to block you and that they make it as difficult as they can on you. So that's also something I had to learn, yeah.
Do you feel a different pressure when you play for the club, or do you feel the same as you did before?
I've always had like a healthy amount of pressure, but like I put it on myself, the pressure, not really from the outside of the world. So I try to be like as calm as possible, so it's been all right, to be honest, yeah.
Will you have to talk a little bit more tonight to your back three? Obviously, Matas de Ligt is not playing. You've got Aiden Heaven, you've got Mazraoui, you've got Shaw. Do we have to be a little bit more sort of interfering with them?
I like to believe that I always do the same thing every game. Doesn't really matter who plays. Or right now with Aiden as well, with the young guy as well. You try to help him as much as you can, but to be honest, in these kind of games, it's also important that you always put the leadership and the coaching behind for the defense. So I think that's one of the biggest jobs I have to do today.
And last question, it's been raining all day here in Manchester. Does that make your job a little bit more difficult?
No, I like it actually.
Oh, you like
I love
it?
it, yeah.
Oh,
I love it. A bit of rain, not too much, just like today is a perfect day, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all the best tonight
you.
and well done.
Thank you.
See you soon. See you later. Thank you.
Ruben, it's great to sit down and talk to you. How have the last few days been reflecting on Sunday and then looking ahead to Thursday as well?
Was when you win, you have more joy doing your work. Of course, you have always the same passion, but it's completely different. The environment at Carrington is different, and I like that. The feeling is completely different when you lose and when you win. That is a very good thing in a big club. And then we analyze the game, and we need to understand what we did wrong in the first half. We need to understand that the opponent was tired in the second half, and that helps us to take control of the game. So we took all the information that we had from the game, and we show some to the players, not all. And then we start thinking about the next one, that because in football what matters is the next game.
It was mentioned about the intensity and maybe the quality, the difference between the first 45 and the second 45 on Sunday. Have you managed to pinpoint exactly maybe what that was and how you can change it going forward?
I think everything is connected. When you play with more quality, even your movements are more fluid, is different. You have more confidence to do things. I think we were poor, and I can say that with the ball, we lost many times the possession, maybe because the movements were not so fast. So I think in the second half we felt that we have the opportunity to win the game. Let's improve small things. I think we connect better with Josh, and Josh improved the connection, and that helped everybody to play better. And then you felt in the game when we scored the first one, we felt that the opponent was a little bit tired, because it's hard to play Europa League and then come to this league, Premier League, and we took advantage of that.
Ruben Amorim walked into the press room looking like a man who just lost more than 2 points. And in his own words, he was frustrated, angry, that's it. United had the game in their hands against West Ham. They scored, controlled possession, and for a moment, Old Trafford looked ready to explode with relief rather than anxiety. Then, in classic United fashion, they switched off. A few sloppy second balls, a scrappy header, and suddenly the scoreboard felt like a betrayal. Amorim didn't hide behind excuses. He didn't blame referees, VR, or fate. He blamed his team's inability to fight for every duel. That honesty hit hard. It sounded less like a coach whining and more like a man daring his players to grow up. But the real spark came when he was asked, again, about Kabi Mainu's lack of minutes. Amorim didn't flinch. He said he selects players based on readiness, not fairy tale narratives.